I'm determined to be happy today. I'm determined. I'm going to do it. Just watch me. And if you're watching this later on YouTube, please subscribe to the VOD channel because that will make me very happy indeed. It will put a smile on my face. Probably not that one though, probably a better one. Okay, let us share the stream around. Let us do the thing. We're doing the Frog Tank faction today. It's froggy time. Frog, 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 frog. Frog, 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 frog. Frog, 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 ribbit. Ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit. Reddit, reddit, ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit. Hello, John McFirst. Like and subscribe. And hello, Orange. And John McFist, whose message I read out first. Oops. Alright, enough of this madness and this. It's gonna be like 3 bloody hours of madness and silliness. What am I saying? What are we missing? I have spammed the universe with things. What is that Great Talent thing? I love that. What is it? What is it? No! You are beautiful! Tell me what you are! No! I'll never find it again. Great Talent Myrmidon is so goobery. Wait, was that the Myrmidon? I'm gonna have to remember that later. Ah! And of course, camera angle for the white flares immediately makes me throw up. Hello, Azusa. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I think I've spammed in every universe that needs to be spammed. I'm going to share the hub now. Plutono hub. Deutschland server. Deutschland website. Deutschland. Now I want to listen to Ramstein. Alright, so we got the hub. We got that thing. And we got the spreadsheet. Okay, we're ready. Good news is, well, good news for me, there's no new craft submissions that I can see, that I know of. So, we can get straight into the combat testing. Today, we are going to be reshuffling Amphitasma. So, today, because they have so many bloody tanks, or just vehicles over here, we're going to see if we can get through at least half of this. I don't want to go through, do another 3-hour stream because I'm pretty sure my mental health can't take it. So, we'll do the best we can. We will do the best we can, best we can, best we can. We will do the best we can, la da 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 da. And before anyone panics, I do have the updated Amphitasma blueprints, or at least the last time Arnett had updated blueprints. It should be good. It should be Gucci. What is this hub? We got the hub. That's suspicious. What is this hub you speak of? The thing I linked in chat, the Batono hub, and no other kind of hub. Definitely not. My eyeballs hurt. Ah! Yesterday was stressy, and not just because of the stream, just other things as well, which I don't want to talk about because I'm a man. I'm a man, and we don't talk about our feelings. Alright, let's load in the first offender. So, Crucian. People have told me that the Crucian probably should be updated to Godly because it's actually pretty strong. So let us load in the Crucian and we can look at it while I type things. Behold the Crucian. So Amphitasma updated is here. This folder is an absolute bloody nightmare. FVs. Crucian Mark II. And also, there's no joke submissions today, thank goodness, because ain't nobody got time for that. Are you gonna... Yes, there you go. Oh, this thing's gorgeous, I love it. Alright, so this thing apparently whoops people's asses. It's got logs on it. That's very good log texture. How you do that? Because the regular poles don't look like that, my goodness. Anyway, anywho, let us type up our notes. So, the Great Difficulty Reshuffle, I can probably start deleting some of these entries, but do people want to look at the Crucian, which is gorgeous, or do they want to look at my frickin' notepad while I type things? Alright then. Alright then. Also, I'm going to do myself a huge favor and actually title this You know what I'm gonna do, actually? I'm going to save as... Save, and we're gonna have a new one over here. Typey, 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 type. Get out of here, and amphit. This is just so I don't have to scroll endlessly. Amphitaswa. Okay. Alright, I'm also going to add a caveat against intended target, saying against intended target. Alright. Okay then. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. Alright. My favorite hub is orange and black. What? By people do you mean me? What? Ah, damn it. I should have been looking at it. Just made an armor on the Cayman. You mated it? Wood variant mast. Ooh. Oh, thanks, Orange. I will bear that in mind in my brain. Okay, so the Crucian. It's Crucian time, baby. Alright, so Crucian. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If specialized. I don't think the Crucian's not that such stuff. Alright, so what do we got here? So, reminder to how we're testing things. Gotta do, like, higher difficulty cross, closest cost, same faction. Lower difficulty cross, closest cost, same faction. Against lowest difficulty fast flyer, same faction. Against highest difficulty fast flyer, same faction. Lowest difficulty submarine, same faction. Highest difficulty submarine, same faction. Except for Amphitaswa, they don't have submarines. So we're just gonna go. Alright, so all submarines are gonna be like our measuring stick for this, probably. Against lowest Hawa, and against highest difficulty submarine Sowol, and against intended target. Okay, that works, I think. Reshuffle. Amphitaswa. And yes, the tests are changing as we're going. I don't care. It's vibes. We're going off vibes. Remade. Okay. The cruiser should be godly, but it should also get it to only use flamethrowers on Mondays. What? Flamethrowers on Mondays? Imagine if someone made a thing in From the Depths like that. It was just like... You know, it was like, alright, so it's going to read the time on your PC and that's what weapon it uses. Somebody could probably do that. That would be scary. Alright, so I'm going to, like, can everyone see the Crucian? No, you can't. Alright, so the first test, higher difficulty craft, closest cost, same faction, so it'd be the Synesthesia probably. I forget what the cost difference is between those two. And then the lower difficulty craft would be the Gecko prototype. Alright, lower difficulty, yep, Gecko prototype. And then, right, so lowest difficulty fast flyer would be the Seahawk by the looks of it. So there. And then highest difficulty fast flyer would be the Firehawk, I'm guessing. Yep, Firehawk. And number 5, lowest difficulty submarine Hawa, which is the Mangrove, which I know how to spell, so I don't need to worry about that. Mangrove. Against high difficulty submarine Sowol, which I believe is the Tyranny. Or in this case, we're going to go with the Argyr because the Tyranny is a little bit. The Tyranny needs work. Right. I don't think anyone's replaced the thingy on it yet. And against intended target is not applicable because this is just a tank. It's not a specialized thingy. Or at least it's not supposed to be. Flamethrower Rider. Oh, by the way. Bounds of the North in 2 weeks. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. For my half playthrough of Barons of the North, I used a modified crucian as my main metal tank for a while. Metal tank. You've heard of battle tanks, but have you heard of metal tank? Alright. I freaking love typing. I'm so glad I run video game channels on YouTube and Twitch, mostly, so I can type a notepad all the time. Yay! Alright, I'm a little bit manic. I've had 2 coffees and a lot of hash browns. Alright. Alright. Right, so we're going to aim the crucian. Alright, question. Testing tanks, we should probably go to a little halfway point between land and sea, like where it's nice and messy. Aha, perfect. Tidal flats. This is what we want. This is what Daddy wants. I should not call myself that. Alright, so... Crucian. Oops. You know what would be a good idea? To spell crucian correctly. Alright. Amphitazwa. Cameraman is getting scraped on the ground, and that is unfortunate. Alright. Uh-oh. Alright, and load in the... What the hell was the thing called? The thing was called the Synergy. Right, so that is... Oh, hold on, by the way. Crucian, which is 190... about 120,000 materials, and the Synergy is like... almost 500, so it's actually 5 Crucians against this fella. So let's go up there. You are our confederation. This is a good start to the stream. Okay, so it's 5 of these little guys. That's not going to be laggy at all. Not at all, no. No. Wait, what? Oh, help. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wrong thing. Kill. Right. Crucian. 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 Spelt correctly, please. This is... the content that everybody loves to see is me fumbling around. Wait, what? Evasion is bad, okay? No, I frickin' love stuff. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. I went too far. Oopsie daisy. Let's put another one over here. That's definitely not going to stuff with the combat results. Definitely not going to stuff with the combat results at all. Right, let's go here. Crucian. Right, we've got 5 Crucians against the... Okay, makes it... Technically, Barons of the North coming out before Platono makes it Borderwise's first CC. Well, it's the... It would... No. No, it doesn't. It's the first CC that I've contributed to that's been finished. That's the technicality. I also gave the Synestia a visual update a while back if you want to check that out. Is it not this one? Is that not this version? Because if... This looks pretty up to date. Alright, so here we got our friend here being shot at. That is a lot of block confetti. Right, let's see how do. Who's winning the least? The Crucians are taking a lot of damage. Epic tank battles of history. I'm gonna take lots of screenshots just because. Definitely not saving myself work in terms of thumbnail. Fire the gun! Yay! Yay! Okay. Enough clowning around tanks for the memories. Alright, who's doing what here? The Synestia is kind of hiding behind a hill a little bit. So that these 2 Crucians aren't actually doing that much. that guy stopped moving. Although I suspect, yep, all of these guys are front-sided, so there's not going to be much maneuvering. Guess what? What did you get? What did you get? Okay, I'm going to release a CC before I beat Neater. It is on this one. Yay! Green stuff everywhere is my go for amphiplasma. Yeah! Can't go wrong with green. Go green, people. It's good for the environment, question mark? Proceeds to pour burning hot plasma onto the landscape. How's my microphone? Microphone, how are you? Ah. Also, I do like how the Twitch UI is slightly stuffed up right now, because the notification that I'm live, because goodness knows I needed to know that, is actually blocking the the tags a little bit. So it's like, well done. This is a multi-zillion-dollar company, and they can't fix their UI. Great. Hello, Doge's Pog. Hello, hello. Oh, you got Anime Girl earbuds. Nice one, Azusa. And morning, Dr. Dooley. Good morning. It's been 15 minutes, and we're having a nice, cozy tank battle. A nice, relaxing tank. This Crucian is having a terrible day. It is, in fact, lost it. Plasma is, okay, so in this particular matchup, I think the Synesthesia is going to win. Can you even see the thing over there? Alright, so this little hill in the way is definitely screwing with things a little bit. A little bit of screwing with the combat. Which, if nothing else, is like, possibly a sign I needed to do this on flatter ground over there. Alright, this little dude has pack. 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 What have we got here? We've got 2 disabled Crucians. And we've got 3 which are kind of behind a hill. Let's see here. How are you doing? I don't think the Crucians are going to win this, so it's definitely not on the same level of, oh my god, look what's coming at me, as the Synesthesia. Did I hear Anime Girl almost earbuds? Also, whoever said evasion is bad, LMAO. That's the joke, yeah. Okay then. Name the air main from on the Crucian yet. Evasion is incredibly strong against. That's the joke, Azusa! Yeah, lambs. Gonna be rough on single AV. Yeah. Oh yeah, this thing does have a lambs on it. Nah, lambs. That's my only joke. Oh well, wow. Oh hello. Hello. I missed 2 Crucians disintegrating. Let's see here. We've got 2 dudes minus... Alright, I'm gonna go on a limb here and say the Crucians aren't winning this one. So I'm gonna go typey in my notes. Right. Lost a 5v1. Not a match for the Plasma Doom tank. Right, so Crucian, if it's godly, it's not quite as godly as a Synesthesia. So now let's try the Gecko prototype. And I think that test was okay, we got the idea, but I think what we're going to do instead is we're going to go here and we're going to... Oh, this is a... whatever this is... I hate how terrain doesn't show up on the map properly, although this is probably where I want to be. Yep, this lagoon right here. So, we're gonna line up on the edge of the beach. Life is a beach and then you die. Alright, let's go here and load in our friend the Crucian. Hold on, let's do first Gecko prototype. That is... Okay, it's 2v1. So, Gecko... And... Gecko and... I remember Droloric's designs. It was beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I hope they're doing well. Right, and the Crucian. Which is going to be shock horror on... Holo colors. Right. Uh-oh. Alright, so I'm gonna make a little note on the gecko prototype. Geckos need to be moved because they're attached to the wheels. So, where are we? Where are we? Over here. I can let the bloody test run while I do this. What am I doing? Alright, let's go here. Shift F2. Gecko stuck to wheels. Needs to be adjusted. Perfect. She flank! Alright, so what are we looking at here? The Crucian is winning this one quite nicely, I think. Did that miss? I think that missed. Oh no! Flanking is happening! Who's rooting for the geckos here, by the way? Let's see here. 97% health. 89% health over here. Going wibble wobble wibble wobble. Yeah, I think the Crucians won this one. That's one disabled gecko. Yep, this thing looks pretty disabled. This thing looks like it's had a bad day. Yeah. Yep, that's Gord. Alright, so absolutely clobbered the geckos, so if it's a hard design, it's definitely like harder than the geckos, that's for sure. Alright, let's go here. Note to geckos. 1A 1v2 definitely harder than definitely not a pushover. Alright, Seahawk. How well do you do again? It's probably gonna clobber the Seahawk, right? That would make sense. And we're gonna go over here. Gonna go over here on the edge of the beach. You know what they say, life is a beach and then you die. Right, so where is the thing? Where is the thing? Crucian is there. The wheel decos. I wonder how many tanks of Plutone are affected by that. Oh, a lot, which is why we're going to go over them. The next expedition mission up is the Swamp Tiger. It beats that despite being 2/3 the cost. Ooh. People beat up the arrow. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Alright, so yeah, about that, Orange. One of the hardest things to get over in front of the lips, weirdly enough, whether it's for a CC or just getting better at the game, I feel, is like getting over the whole thing of watching your precious babies, like your precious baby war machines get torn to pieces. What was it? If I type in Hawk. Oh, whoops. Planes. Seahawk. Alright, so, if we type in this fella, how well do you do against the Seahawk? Can you shoot it down? My suspicion is that, yep, I think the Seahawk, yep. Alright, it can deal with a Seahawk pretty well by the looks of it. Because particle cannon is good. Yep. Yep. Good enough for Seahawk. And I know this is like really material outmatched in this particular one, but because the point of the test is just to see if it can hit it at all, and it can. Very well, so we don't need to sit around for that. Beautiful. Alright then, Firehawks. which is about 500 thingy-me-boy what's it, which means it's about 5 Crucians. Okay. I have spent a not inconsiderable amount of time this week sitting in a public hospital waiting room, so I really hope I haven't got the plague. If I've got the plague, remember me to my mother. That's not the right folder at all. The Crucian is going to be just for good. Whoop! Don't shoot, officer, I'm stretching. Thank you. The packs are this, little guys. It'll deal with small files eventually. I would spawn a fireworks squadron and then just delete 3 of the 4. Oh! Right, true. That is actually a good idea. Right, so let's go back to the Firehawks. And just go here. That's a good idea, actually. Otherwise, we're going to be here for bloody ever. Thank you. That bloody genius move there. Who made this? Johnny boy. I think the, I think kind of the idea of the Firehawk is that it's, oh wow, nope, they've hurt each other. They've hurt each other. The Crucians come off better in that first exchange. It remains to be seen. Oh, nope, the Firehawk's not winning. The Crucian's actually pretty good against aircraft, as it turns out. I feel the Firehawk can be made faster. I just have a feeling. Railgun says, how's it? Railgun says, how do you do? Yeah, the Crucian's just like, nah. Yep, nope. Firehawk got trundled. Definitely. We might need to improve the Firehawk a bit. These guys feel a little slow. Definitely good enough for Firehawk. Alright then, so now... Yeah, the Firehawk's is basically not fighting back anymore, which is a bit of a bummer. Let's see then. Yeah, it's not firing its weapons. Not sure how that happened. Yep. Yeah, no, it's not fighting back anymore. Easy peasy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I need to work on the air gully too. Getting sick. Just say no. If you don't consent, the disease legally can't enter your body. Here's the thing. Disease cannot read. You cannot compel something by law that has no concept of law. As long as it's not completely antibiotic resistant, you should be fine. Yeah, but I don't want to be sick. I'm hopelessly behind on everything that I need to be doing. You consider making a bigger, faster Firehawk to be used in a smaller squadron. Like 2 to 3 of them instead of 4, but individually stronger. AP heat on the Crucian. I figured. I saw the heat. Spray. Alright, so we need to throw a mangrove at this guy. Just one. Just one as a treat. Crucian. 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 You know what? Okay, no, we're not gonna do that. Okay, how updated? Submarines, mangrove. I spawned this bloody thing too high in the water, didn't I? Huh, was kind of, there we go. I was saying like, where are bullets? Alright, bearing in mind that Amphitasma kinda has a weakness against submarines by design, because the terrain you fight them on, doesn't have much in the way of submarines. I mean, in the way of water. Alright, it does have a torp defense, which is sensible. Alright, let's see there. Let's see here. Are those Super Cav? Those are not Super Cav. Alright, so the thing is reasonably torpedo-proof as far as amphibious tanks go, but at the same time... Yep, that's like, yeah, nope, you can't troll this with a submarine. Although... Oh, wait, wow. Alright, looks like one of the... What hit? Oh, the particle cannons! Right, this thing can shoot. This thing can shoot submarines just fine. How did I forget the particle cannons? Hey, it's really set up to handle subs. Yeah, no, like, ships being female by default means you can call them good girl. Oh yeah, I do that all the time. Alright, so, we've learned something here. Crucian is actually... definitely sub-resistant and capable of killing them. Alright, let's throw this against the Argear cost equivalent and see what happens! Do you think this lagoon is big enough? I do like... Here's the thing, I do like this little lagoon here. The lagoon! The square lagoon! Excuse me. I didn't have the up... Screw it, this should probably do the trick. Alright, so... I didn't think about this. Oh well. Oh well, we'll get the idea. How do you... Argear. Grr. Oh, I remember this. This is probably not the most up-to-date one, by the way, but it is a big, mean That is how much? Oh, gods. Is this a fair test? Is this a fair test at all? Argear's a little big. Little big. Okay, let's, I'm going to adjust my testing while I still can. What is it? Against highest difficulty submarine. 1.2 million isn't that big. Azusa. Empress Azusa. You made the Stellarion. You don't know what big is. Okay then, yeah, it's gonna take how many? It's gonna take 10 Crucians to, like, kill that thing, so I think maybe dial that down a bit. Hold on, how strong is the Tyranny? Is about the same. Dang it. Alright, we need to think of something else. I might be a size queen. Why? We're seeing the fella. Susan knows what big is, yep. We need a sooty bonk at this point. We really do. Is that not an emoji? Someone check the emojis. Because I can't be bothered. Alright, I'm going to... right, maybe not the Argear, because we don't need to do... We don't need it to, like... It doesn't need to be Argear-proof. This is what I tell myself. Alright, let's look at our submarines. How about the Vanguard? How big is that? Okay, that is more reasonable. Also, does the Argear spawn nukes? What sub-vehicles does it have? Alright, so we're gonna go with the Vanguard. Wait, that is an expert design. Damn it, not valid. Crap. Screw it, we're doing the Argear. And we'll just live with it. I know the Crucian's gonna lose this one. Also, I'm gonna spawn it in on Hawa colors anyway, just for giggles. But I just want to see how much damage the Argear takes. Doesn't need to win. That's not the idea. And spawn in. Let's just spawn in 5 Crucians, which is half the cost. See if what happens. Crucian, Amphitazwa, and 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Right, lag time. I hope everyone is ready. Let's look at the Argear. Alright. It has a plane. It also has the biggest torpedoes I've ever seen. Also, this is probably one of the most decorated bloody things in the world. Is it gonna fire missiles? Did it already fire them? Oh, it totally did. Alright. Let's see how well we do here. Alright, I have a sneaking suspicion the Argyr will be just fine. Wow! Crucian took that like a champion. I mean, relatively speaking. Alright, so, Board of Wisdom says, when the torpedo is bigger than your tank shouldn't be in the water. The smoothest sub around you. Vibe says Rankin, doesn't matter. Well, basically, yeah. The idea is that we get a sense of what this thing can do to submarines. Currently, what are we looking at? This thing is not super good against big subs, but it is managing to land hits on it. Yeah. Smooth sub, most deco thing is that cylinder sub that you can't tell if you hit or not. That would be this thing. I think that's this. Alright, so we are managing to tickle it. Even though the Crucian doesn't have, like, super calf rounds, it is managing to land shots on it. Although they're all aiming for the plane, which is hilarious. And which keeps being, like, who made this again? Tactical Spaghetti. So smooth! So smooth! So incredibly smooth. I think in this particular case, the Argyr keeps, mucking about with, like, huge missile volleys and that little sub-vehicle, like, yo-yo trick, so... That was, does it matter exactly what sub you test against? I mean, it does, because there's submarines and then there's submarines. Like, submarines are not all built the same. Alright, so we already know the Crucians are going to lose this one, because they're just material outmatched. Ooh, Torpedo says hello. Oh, I forgot the Argyr did that. I forgot it did that. Huh. Ouch. Alright, so we get... The Argyr is about to reverse onto dry land, and that's going to be funny. Funny joke. Alright, so we're learning something here. This, the Crucian can indeed, fight submarines. It can even land shots on, and potentially, like, damage a submarine like this one. How many decos are on this thing? We can't tell. But yeah, so... Yeah, no. Definitely loses a material equivalent fight, but can still damage a godly submarine, even though it's not designed for it. So, I think the Crucian can be godly. This is like, it's, not every godly needs to be, like, gigantic. Like, naughty little, 120k ones are still entirely valid. So, while, oh gods, yeah, oof. Poor Crucians. Man. Who fights submarines with a tank and expects good results? This guy. I can't believe you streamed their torment to the end. This is just Crucian hell. Republic or whatever it's called. A woo Republic. No, don't make them weebs. Please, no. It's just all around solid for the cause. It doesn't punch up super well. That's fine. It can punch sideways. Right, let's get the thing. Alright, so, the shuffle. The shuffle! Right, it's time for shuffle. Where is the Crucian? I'm in the wrong part of the spreadsheet. I took a wrong turn. Alright, so, going to insert a row above. And the Crucian, which I'm going to get rid of that date thing because it presumably is there now. And we're just going to black out all of that. There we go. Next is the Swamp Tiger. Swamp Tiger, Swamp Tiger, Swamp Tiger. Wait, no, was that done with the... We did all the tests we wanted to do, right? Yes. Yes, we did. Alright. Alrighty ho then. Let's look at the Swamp Tiger while I type stuff. Everyone get a good look at her, because she's probably going to get shot at a lot. I do like the Swamp Tiger. Who done did make this? This is Draymond. Draymond done did made the Swamp Tiger. Okay. Swamp Tiger. And let's see here. Checking the thing. Swamp Tiger. We could oh wait, I had options. Damn it. We could face it off against the Crucian because, like, let's see here. That is around 346,000 materials. Hold on. Let's check the Green Anaconda. Actually, yeah, Green Anaconda is a good match for that. All right, so we'll do that. So, Green Anaconda. And the one just below it, just going off the vibes, is the Cayman, which I think is, Huh. Trying to remember what the Cayman was. Let's see. What cost is the Cayman? It's about 73,000 materials. Whatever, we'll spawn in multiple of them. Again, as Dr. Dooley says, we're doing vibes. I am guilty of vibes. Right, so Cayman, and then delete here. Damn it, I keep deleting too much. Alright, I think, immediate vibe, I think the Swamp Tiger is gonna get bumped down to just hard. So that makes sense. Right, Swamp Tiger versus Green Anaconda. Smallest, People don't think I made the functional parts for it. Fair. And I do appreciate the credit. Yep. Okay, people are giving credit. Cards. Who wants a credit card? Who wants a credit card? Do you want a credit card? I hope you really do. Whoa, water's deeper than it looks. You better watch your step, cause the path is steep. You better hold your breath, cause the water's deep. I sing the Lion King song. Alright. Tiger. Manuel. Manuel. This is your tiger. Oh my god. My girlfriend introduced me to that song, and, like, you need to listen to it, just the intro. Manuel's Tiger. The rest of the song is, like, I don't know, not my thing. But the start of it is just ring ring, hello, Manuel, I am your tiger. Oh my god. That's funny. Alright, Green Anaconda, which is cheaper. Man, I hope I spawned this in on the correct teams. Yes, I did. What's the Green Anaconda? Oh, that thing. I think that thing, kicked the ass of the, icicle one time. Ouch. And that front turret is immediately got problems. Uh-oh. How's the Green Anaconda doing? Yeah, we've got a classic case of broadsider versus frontsider here. Is the Green Anaconda's turret cap not painted in fleet colors? Gonna need to check that in a second. And the Green Anaconda is definitely winning this one. It's got one big gun versus two not so big guns. Yep. 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 I'm just gonna go typey on my spreadsheet. Green Anaconda lost. Definitely not godly in comparison. Yep. Is this thing AI dead? Yes, it is. Okay, that was fast. Right, Cayman. Who's man and why is he K? Otherwise, I spoke with Rosemary and said, and now that you're taken, he's wondering who he can be shipped with. Any suggestions? I don't know. I don't know. Also, why are you asking me? I don't know. Most of them seem to, there's loads of stuff worth enough deco to break fleet colors. Yeah, most of them seem to have been noted. Okay, true. 10 Crucians versus Titanoboa. Yeah. Shells the Super Gav Sebo, so should be reasonably versatile. Swamp Tiger does have decent armor for a broadsider, and the shells are Super Gav Sabo. Yeah, alright. Oh, before we move on. Alright, so just need to hop in here. And green anaconda, load you in. So let's see this. This is fleet colors, but this isn't. Oopsie poopsie. Alright. Alright, that's a little bit funky. So, I mean, in Amphitasmal colors, like, I literally didn't notice, which is why I didn't notice. But I'm going to make a note here for the green anaconda. Is like, more fleet... Whoops, builder's caps. More fleet colors on the turret looks funny once you notice. Alright, there we go. Little note there, little note. Okay then. Also, remember to rotate your tank. It is important to rotate your tank for good tank health. It's been 45 minutes. Deacon's Christmas. Help! Help! Alright, next. Cayman. The green... Hold on. So that's around, let's say, 350,000. So we're going to spawn this in like so. And then a whole bunch of Caymans, which I believe is just a cram turret on tracks. Which is weird why it's on the hard then. I don't think the Cayman's there. I think I might be getting confused. Alright, so Cayman. It's about 4 of these, I would say. This is the Cayman. Why was this in the hard category? What? These things were not hard. We might want to bump these down to medium. Medium. Oh yeah, it is medium. Okay, whoops. Right, how many Caymans? 4 Caymans. Right, let's see here. 70 to 80. Actually, no, it's 5 Caymans. 5. Cayman's just a little cram guy, yeah. Why was this guy declared hard? Really isn't hard. It's also not in fleet colors. No, it is in fleet colors. My bad. I mean, 5 little cram guys is, Oh, it's also got missiles. When did this guy get missiles? Man. I love this little guy. Oh, wow. Alright then, how's the Swamp Tiger doing? Is 96% health. Basically, all Caymans are down. 3 of them are buggering off in the wrong direction, so that's not a good start. Alright, I think the Cayman might need to be bumped down to regular, because that singular cram cannon ain't gonna do much. What just fell off there? What's those friggin' marshmallow bits? Oh, it's the deco! The deco! If nothing else, the Swamp Tiger is showing off the fact that it is handy to have a spare turret when your first one inevitably blows up. Let's look at the... Aww. Aw, the Cayman is fun. The Cayman's a little cram guy. You gotta love a little cram guy. Oh no, the 2D Tetris. Yep. 1D Tetris. Use Tetris? I'm betting those guys have their collision avoidance going nuts. Yeah. It is a shame that, the From the Depths collision avoidance is like... It almost caused as many problems as it solved. To be fair, like, I have literally no idea how you would do something like this. Alright, so this is... I don't know who's gonna win, because we've got our L'Artillerie. What are you doing around here? Are you going to be... Whoop! We got an AI dead Cayman over there. And we got a 2 damaged. So that's 2 of them dead immediately, which means hopefully the Swamp Tiger will swing back around and deal with the other 3. This is fun. I like watching the amphibious tanks do their thing. It's fun. The Cayman did get an update about an hour ago, but I don't know if that version would change the outcome. What the hell? Really? Oh, damn. Well, that is going to be the annoying part about... here's the thing. This is the expert difficulty reshuffle. There's going to be a future reshuffle once we've filled out the roster of just making sure that everything on the spreadsheet is up to date and pretty and functioning the way we want it to. And that's going to be a pain in the butt. Whoopsie daisy. Let's see then. What's happening here? Cayman is getting shot. Cayman is getting shot. This Cayman is getting shot. Looks weirdly good, if rather plain in how it colors, honestly. Okay then, it's just ray tracing. Wait, what? I mean, yeah. Are you talking about collision avoidance? Yeah. I think saying it's just ray tracing is like, I think there's possibly more to it than that. If it was easy, they would have figured it out. Maybe the community had help with the big reshuffle? Could help, you mean, I think. Just an ongoing thing based on feedback and testing as it happens. Yep, true. I mean, yeah, that's like... There is going to be a point where you have to sign off on something that says, right, this is finished. We're not going to touch it unless an update breaks it. Alright then, Swamp Tiger doing Swamp Tiger things. And yes, the call will be out when the spreadsheet is fully filled out. The call's going to be out to, like, attention builders. Make sure your stuff is fully, like, updated and pretty and all that stuff. And I'm probably going to put, like, who's good at deco? Probably, like, Draloric if they're still around. Draloric, Draymond, Orang. The people who, like to deco things are saying, like, alright, you guys, the plain stuff, go nuts. The stuff marked as not pretty enough, go ham. You will be paid in gratitude. Oh boy. If it was easy, that'd have sort of... I'm not sure. Well, that's the thing with, like, game development, is that it's very easy to... From the outside, see, like, what are you doing? It's so obvious. Why don't you just do that? But meanwhile, behind the scenes, like, you don't know what's behind the scenes if you haven't actually worked on it. That's the only way to do it. It's like, not to get real talk, it's a little bit like politics. It's saying, like, what are they doing? Why aren't they doing this thing that is so obvious to me down here? And it's like, yeah, you're not in that office. You aren't in the same position, and you really don't know unless you've actually been there. So you have to bear that in mind. You are, of course, welcome to your opinion if the devs do something... video game developers or politicians or anyone does something rather silly, you are allowed to think. For instance, Drama, back in the day, with all the RNG he inserted into this game, I hate that, and I think he was wrong to do that, and I will go to my canoe-shaped grave thinking that. Uh-oh, I'm about to have another job. Oh no. To be honest, once the thing goes live, it should probably move more to a bounty system. True, yeah, once it's actually like, here you go, lads, public access. I mean, technically this already has public access. It's like the test versions are on the workshop already. And yeah, making a CC is hard as balls. You're not in that office needing to turn down those bribes. I mean, yeah. Like, on the one hand, yeah, bribes are bad, but on the other hand, money. Yeah. See, that you're right about. It's like, yeah, no, like, when the game developer takes bribes, or the politician, or anyone else, then you're like, okay, naughty, that's not what we want from you. Bouncey is going to ruin your life for a few weeks. Oh, no, in my case, it's going to ruin my life for months. Everyone who's stuck with this bloody campaign as long as you have, well done, seriously. Okay, then. Right, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling good. I feel like I should. And that Cayman is dead, so yep, clobbered them. One easily. Cayman needs to be dropped to medium difficulty. Alright, so. Alrighty hootin'. Alrighty who, alrighty ho. Yeah, no, like the frickin'. Is that cram even gonna hit? Nope. It missed. We've seen enough. Alright, Swamp Tiger versus Seahawk. Swamp Tiger versus Seahawk. Swamp Tiger versus Seahawk. And just for giggles, I'm gonna spawn in the Swamp Tiger on Stonelight colors because I feel like it. Right, and we're gonna just lob a single Seahawk at it to see how good its AA is. We are a fish swimming so fast underwater. Whee! There we go. Seahawk, where are you? Where are you? When you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. Right, Hawk. There we go. And you get to be Glakave Dominion just because I say so. Alright, how's your AA, Mr. Swamp Tiger? That looks insane. Alright. Oh yeah, nope. Oh, somebody fell in the water. Underneath the water! Yeah, no, that did not take long. Alright, fast shells. Yep, clobbered the Seahawk. Easy, easy. One easily. Fast shells. Equal good AA. Alright, Firehawk time. Right, Firehawk, Firehawk, Firehawk is like Firewall, but different. It's a hawk. Alright then. Right, Firehawk Bomber Squadron. You're also going to be on Glakave Dominion colors because I don't care. Right, how many of these guys are there? There's 4. One is 144, so I'm going to delete 2 of them. You know what would be kind of good, actually, is like on the load menu, there's an option to say how many of these things do you want to load in, and how far apart do you want them, like in the custom battle setup. I think that would be good. That defense I have built in the Unity engine. Yes, yep, I know. I'm relatively certain the turning circle slider is the attempted workaround to use the inbuilt stuff. Yeah. Built 20 things for Barons of the North and burned out. Are you kidding me? Like, you see how slow my Godly Nita preparation is going? I probably need a long-term break from the depths to actually get around to that properly. Alright, let's go here. AFVs. And so, well, Republic, why not? Swamp Tiger. I am not kidding you. Yup, nope, nope, I know. I know what it's like. Alright, let's see how you do. Right, this thing's missile defense is not fantastic. Do I have to say? Admittedly, this thing is also in the water where it's slower, so that's definitely not helping it. Although, its AA is pretty good. I'm seeing... What the hell? Wow, these things look funky in Glakave colors. That is a trans bomber if I ever see one. Alright, let's see there. What's here? Alright, AA is not great because it doesn't have, like, decent hit-scan weapons or hit-scan weapons at all, so it is going to sizzle to death a little bit. 20 things in 4 months got tired as hell, plus a gorillion fixes and patches and adjustments and balancing changes and features. I learned 2 video editing programs. Yeah, so, by the way, here's a fun thing. I still have vague ambitions of learning DaVinci Resolve. I have not touched that thing in months, because my ancient copy of Sony Vegas still does my video editing just fine, and I don't want to... I never get around to it, so yeah. Learning video editing on the fly is not easy. Okay then, alright, the Tiger's not winning this one. Alright, so we're learning something here. When the Swamp Tiger is like... When the Firehawks are not fighting something that actually has good AA, they're actually pretty decent. They are burning an amphibious tank to death. Video editing software is always a pain. Oh, tell me about it! I swear, it's like... Every video editing software I've ever used has this kind of prima donna mentality around it, saying, nope, you must treat me exactly right, or I will not do what you want. And it's like, why can't you just do what I want? You saw the unvoiced trailer, the second trailer, that was done in Resolve. Yep. Well done. I really need to... I have saved somewhere something like 3 hours worth of tutorials for DaVinci Resolve, and I have not watched any of it. Oh, gods, alright. At some point I just need to take a break from, like, all the content creation I'm doing and just focus on learning stuff to make my life better. It's so they can sell you training. Yes! That is the package. It's like, alright, so this is a tremendously hard-to-use free piece of software, and here's a training seminar on it. Probably a good idea. Yep. Alright, so Swamp Tiger lost that one. Lost. Not good enough for big, scary planes. Alright, it's mangrove time, baby. We're gonna do this little testy test. And then, we're going to make more coffee, because I've been a good boy and I deserve coffee. I hope I've been a good boy. Alrighty, amphitage. What? And of course, the usual thing is that if the first submarine is unkillable, then we don't bother with the second one. Alright, so I believe somebody said that the Swamp Tiger has Super Cav shells. Yeah, I believe that. She just shot off a propeller. Question is, does she have good enough detection? I think she does not. Does she have torp defense? Should be keeping an eye on the mangrove here. Oh dear, no, she's really struggling. Oh boy. Does she not have any kind of sonar or anything? I don't think she does. She's not doing great against the submarines. Yeah, nope, she's not doing great. Yeah, nah, it's like, this is not a... Oh wait, no, she did manage to land some shots. Oh, and she got her iron? Alright. Not completely helpless against submarines, but yeah, nah, it's like, this thing's... I'm not gonna bother with the, I'm not gonna bother with the Agir, because, like, she is really struggling to hit this thing. No sonar! You have someone you can ask if you're a good boy. Wait, what? Oh, who's someone? Super Cav Sabo needs sonar, yeah. That's the thing, don't use Super Cav. Alright, so I might make a note here. If you're gonna have Super Cav, let's go here. Swamp Tiger. Either remove Super Cav or add sonar. Otherwise, seems pointless. There we go. Little notey note there. Right. Right, we're taking 1,000,000 years to do stuff. So let's go here. The missus. The missus. So he can just ask his girlfriend? Yeah, well, I mean, here's the annoying thing. Both myself and my girlfriend love it when we tell each other who's a good person. And it's like, yes! Takes very... No sonar equals lots of misses. Not good anti-sub. And not applicable. Alright, so what I'm getting here... Yeah, alright. It is difficulty shuffle time. It is the shuffle. Made my decision. So Swamp Tiger bumps down and also bumps down the Cayman. Well, just while we're at it. So let me show you how to. So Swamp Tiger go here. We're going to... what we're gonna do. We're gonna do here, insert. We are going to insert a row just above. Cayman. Bump down to medium. Swamp Tiger goes there. Goes there, goes there. Jolly good. Jolly, jolly good. Yep, that, yep, there. Okay, good, good, good. So now, I'm gonna go brew coffee. Because, like I said, good boy, I deserve it. I called myself a good boy. Hee hee. That sounds like a hard life, Bodan. I know, right? It's so difficult. It's so hard to have someone in your life who will just say, "You're good. You good." In fact, I'll say it to you lot just now for free because life is hard. You're good. You're doing well. Okay? You're doing your best, and if you're not doing your best, you will eventually. Don't give up. Okay, what do we want to do here? I'm going to spawn in something fun. Look at a random thing. You know what? I just love watching the Caymans do things, so I think I'm going to have a mirror match of Caymans. Let's go here. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Infantars are updated. AFEs. Cayman. Cayman. Cayman and Cayman. They're flying! Don't worry about it. You're always doing your best because it's the best you can do right now. Exactly! What more can people ask for? You are not a machine! You are a human being! Wait, what? Did I spawn those in Our Confederation? Yes, I did. Whee! I'm going to leave you with some delightful television for those of you who are immune to advertising. And I hope everyone's immune to advertising. So I'm going to make my face vanish. And ads. Be right back. Don't mind me, just going to steer this over here. Coffee is still brewing. Damn. Huh. Looks like the Haugen's won. Handily. Alright, I'm not properly back yet. Nobody turned me to turn the webcam back on. I'm gonna be back. Alright, what do people... Alright, BRB also gonna get coffee and maybe pet a cat. Beautiful! BRB gonna get married real quick. Hello, Lost Daughter! There was no cat, but I have the coffee. No cat! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Alright, you can see that I did that because I turned my webcam back on. Alright, so... Dun 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 dun. Right! What is next on the spreadsheet? What is next on the spreadsheet? The Sitatunga, everyone's favorite lag monster. Alright then. Yeah, whew, there's a lot of stuff, isn't it? Alright, Sitatunga. Everyone look at the Sitatunga, which used to be called something else. The Sitatunga, sit on your tunga. Oh, that's a video screen, isn't it? Whoopsie daisy. I believe... Hold on, let me go double check my rules real quick. Let's go here. Damn it, okay. Alright, this engine noise is gonna drive me nuts. Okay. Custom campaign. Right, fine. Got it, Google. Alright, no video screens or remote cameras that cause lag. Oops, that needs to be removed. Whoopsie daisy. I think the Sitatunga was accepted like long before that was a rule though, so that's grandfathered in. That possibly is part of the reason why this thing is so bloody laggy. So let's go block counter as well. And what is it? Small launch it has just 8, so this version hopefully has dialed it down a little because this thing I think used to be lousy with them. Alright, so note on the Sitatunga. Video screen needs to be removed, like so. Right, so what do we got here? Where am I? Help! Right, so unfortunately... Right, video screen, I'm just going to quickly get rid of that and search for a thing. Where was it? Wireless camera. Where was that? Over there. Weird, but keep asking for clarification in my defense. Wow, that's why I didn't see it. Is because wait a minute. What the hell am I looking at here? That's why. Let's do that. I don't know why I'm bothering to do this. Probably just to... Right, pretty sure that's a no-no. Yep. Too many small launches between itself and the sub-vehicles. Oh, right, yes. In case when attached for weapons like large and huge missiles, I've played both and been victim of Zoo in her purpose-penetrative ways. Just checked and yes it does. Okay, damn it. Alright, that needs to be fixed. Let's see here. That is, yep. I'm seeing here that, like, yeah, alright, so good thing we're checking here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 10 here. So, also need to, yeah, remove more stuff here. So, noted. I don't know why I just did that just now, because honestly, like, that needs to be something to be done later. So, Sitatunga, video screens need to be removed. Needs reduction in small missiles. Again, this thing was accepted long before that was a rule, which is why it's in here. Needs small missile reduction. Well, we can still see where it goes, because we're going to face off against the Kaprasukas. Or not. How expensive is the Kaprasukas? The Kaprasukas also, like, is one of those old ones which, like, has way too many small missiles. What do you think of that screenshot I sent yesterday from my Titanoboa test? Huh? What are you talking about? I didn't... What are you talking about? I did not see it. I did not see that, sorry. Definitely not a godly. Yep. Nope, definitely not godly. It does at least explain why some people get confused. So yeah, for anyone wondering, check the rules first and last, not the things that's already in the campaign, because unfortunately the rules get updated every so often, and some things get grandfathered in, so to be fixed later, so that's the thing. Where the Titanoboa was petted. The one in your Discord where the Titanoboa was... I laugh reacted to it? Hold on. Right. Oh, I didn't realize that was the Titanoboa because it wasn't in Amphitas with fleet colors. Alright, so in case anyone's wondering, this is probably too spicy for Twitch, but this is what this is what Azusa sent me. And I did not realize it was the Titanoboa because I didn't see the Titanoboa thing. So, rude. Too spicy for Twitch, I'm gonna get banned. Alright then, let's combat test the Sitatunga. I didn't even manage to do that. Alright. Sitatunga probably is gonna be sucky against submarines, let's be honest. I need to drink my coffee. Yum yum yum. Alright, let's go there. Just going to do that. I'm gonna do that. Alright, what is just above the Sitatunga is the Kaprasukas. Let's just see how expensive the Kaprasukas is. That's a little bit too expensive. Let's find maybe the Green Anaconda again. I think so. Yeah, I think maybe Green Anaconda again, because that's closest. Although the Green Anaconda is a little bit, cram vulnerable, I think. So, we'll have to see. Green Anaconda. And then the thing just below the Sitatunga is the Sandpiper. How expensive is the Sandpiper? Ooh, that is about the same. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, Sandpiper. Perfect, and then Seahawk, Firehawk, Mangrove. Oh dear! Oh shit, it's working. Let's grab for a moment, just nobody notices. Yeah. I mean, yeah, well... Jeez. No, it is grandfathered in, because it's like, if something's accepted, and then the rules change, so it's not allowed, it's not fair to get rid of the craft then, because it's like, the builder didn't know. It's not like the, what do we call it? It's like the new, the Trident thing, the updated Trident, in which there's spin block clipping, and that's been a rule for ages now, so that's not the same. Like the asymmetrical craft that I tricked into okaying them. What? That tricked BW into okaying them? What are you talking about? Yep, we're working on a frog faction. What asymmetrical craft? I was thinking grandfather is being allowed to continue breaking the rule. Oh, no. No, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean we're not going to fix it, because we must. And if it doesn't get fixed after a certain point, it's going to be like, well, delete button. That is one of the great things about this custom campaign, is that we have so many vehicles that we can literally delete half of them, and we'll still have plenty. So, hopefully it doesn't come to that, but we'll just have to see. Because there's always the possibility that all you lovely people decide to do something productive with your lives instead of this. Goodness knows I'm tempted. Can we call it Granddaddy? No, Zuzu. No, we're not gonna Granddaddy. No, Granddaddy. Alright, Anaconda, which, bear in mind, slightly smaller than this thing. How much Confederation? Let's see. Yeah, that turret looks frickin' weird because it's not in fleet colors. Okay, then, what happened here? I think the Sitatunga has a habit of, like, running over its own little friends. Aha! Was that a miss, or did those crams get shot down? Ah. What was that? Wait a minute. Are this what I think it is? It is what I think it is. That is, I don't know. Aha! That might very well be Diff Seawers. Does the Green Anaconda have Diff Seawers? Gotta be Diff Flag. Yep. Green Anaconda is Diff Flag. Oh yeah. Gotcha. There was a craft and all thing that you said was good. The next week noticed the right side broke the rules. Yeah. Alright, so, once again, Dr. Dooley, if you cannot remember what the thing is, then it's not helpful for you to tell me, because it's like, okay, great, I can't go back and look at it. Although in this particular case, it's like, alright, fine, like, I did catch it, so, blurg. But yeah, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Probably shot down. Alright, so in this particular case, the green and yeah, nah, the Sitatunga's not winning this one. Yeah. Okay then. Oh yeah, does the Green Anaconda uses APEMP, I believe. Yep, it does. Sorry, Daddy, I've been bad. No! No! Why? Alright, the Spadefoot is all the way over there. Is that... Yep. I have got to steal that Diff Flag because it's pretty good, honestly. Yeah, I don't think the Sitatunga's not winning this one. This thing is, we're gonna have to bump this down to hard, because, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go typey. This is where Sooty Bonk would be helpful. Do we not have that? Hold on, let's look at my friggin' frequently used... We have Sooty Nuke, that definitely works. Yep. Alright, note to self, Sooty Bonk. Sooty Bonk emote, and I can make that a GIF, probably. And I pronounce it GIF, because it's wrong if you say it GIF. Alright, I think the goal is to get bonked. It's not... entirely diff. Yeah. How do you add emotes? You go in the Twitch settings and you find the right thing and add a little PNG that's the right size. That's not the hard bit. The hard bit is remembering to do it. Got clobbered. Definitely not even cram meta, which makes sense. Okay then, yep, we've got only one turret a-going here, and that one Spadefoot, like, doing its damnedest. We might just remove the Spadefoots from this. Although it's... well, look at that. Oh, bless their cotton stuff. Those small missiles on the Spadefoots do basically nothing. So, honestly, we could remove those and those would probably be pretty good. Boink. Different, totally different. It's actually pronounced Yif. No! It's not. Here's a free border noise for you. Alright, we get it. We get it. The Sitatunga got its socks rocked there. Are you ready to get your socks rocked? Are you ready to get your socks rocked? I hope so. Alright, so Sitatunga. It's gonna spawn in on our colors because why not? I didn't even save it. Why did I bother removing a camera if I didn't save over the bloody blueprint? Okay then. Alright. Alright then. What do we do? What do you do? What you gonna do when they come for you? And the Sandpiper is a big fella. Which we're gonna spawn in on Sewol colors. Just for... I spawned that way too high in the air. Oops. Oh, I forgot how fast this thing is. Whoops. Aha! What is happening? Right, does this thing have diff flak is the question. Oh, what the hell am I looking at? Hack tank. Alright. Sandpiper does what? Oh dear. Alright, I keep forgetting that the Sitatunga's crams... Oopsie daisy. I keep forgetting the Sitatunga's crams are like individually... Each shell is individually very weak. Alright, so this is the difference that Difflak makes. Oh hello! Pole armor! Doing it before I thought it was cool. I gotta say, I now use pole armor as much to annoy people as anything else. Oh no. Geographical interchange format. I really like the Spadefoots. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think Amphi has many armored vehicles, just tracked ones. They have so many armored vehicles, it's not even funny. Although, yeah, they don't really have wheels, but that kind of fits with their vibe, honestly. Because they live in a swamp. They live in a swampy swamp. Is the Longboy same as that fake Russian tank KV? I don't know. Not the same, I don't think. I think it's just essentially just a long thing with a lot of turrets on it. But it means very little armored car style, more track tank. Thank you for the follow, Granite Lorax. Granite Lorax is an awesome username. Yay! Alright, so I don't think the Sandpiper is actually going to win this one. Because, or maybe it is. Something exploded. Oh. This is why, people, 1 meter of deck armor is never enough, unless also you're 1 meter armor all the way around. It's funny, there's like, in a slugging match, crams tend to beat particle cannons like all the time. Yeah, whoopsie daisy, Sandpiper is not doing well. Would you look at that? It's almost like cram is fantastic if it's up against something that can't shoot down crams very well. Although the Sitatunga is not having it all its own way either. Man, cram spam is so fun, it is a shame it's not more meta. Although there's ways to make it meta, you pair it with like a crap ton of reinforced missiles and it's like, woohoo! Wheels don't tend to work so well in a swamp, yeah. Just be upside down? What? Crams suffer when things accelerate though. Crams are one of the most materially efficient weapons, pack is the least. Yep, if they both get to just land shots, Cram wins every time. Very true. What just blew up there? Oh, that was the Spadefoot being all spadey and footy. Who wants to play footy? Ow, my head. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Ow. The CC's literally giving me a headache. Alright, so... I think it's pretty... Yep, okay, yeah, no. Sandpiper didn't win this one. Big honking cram. One. Yeah, so one. So... Not getting demoted down past hard, for sure. Because the Sitatunga is currently at expert, which is why we're testing it. I don't think it's gonna do... Yep, okay, AI dead. We got it. Alright, so how well does it do against... How well does it do against the Seahawk? Sitatunga, Sitatunga, Sitatunga. Oh, hello, Sean Breed. I just came by to check recent VODs, but here we are. What are we doing today? We are doing the shuffle, and coincidentally, like, no need to panic, we just used one of your designs, Sean, the Sandpiper, to test our friend here, the Sitatunga. Yeah, we are doing the expert difficulty reshuffle, which is eliminating the expert difficulty slots because it's not real, I imagined it, and my fever dream has gone on long enough, and so we are reshuffling things. So far, looks like the Sitatunga is going to get bumped back down to hard, and what we're doing, Seahawk. So we've got a barrage of tests to test the potency and versatility of what we're doing here. So let's see how rubbish this thing is against a tiny little friend. Whee! Nice. I noticed from the start, but I thought it was intentional. Wait, what? Yeah. No. It was intentional, but also really not what I should have been doing. Whee! Thank you. Wah! My water bottle's empty. Where'd the Seahawk go? I'm going to lock onto the back of this turret, and I'm going to very quickly refill my water bottle. Excuse me. Best imagination and expert imagination, yep. Yep. Ooh. Okay, water bottle's full again. If nothing else, it's a good sign. It means I'm drinking water. I'm staying hydrated. From the depths. Okay. Okay, the Seahawk has managed to take damage, but what did it take damage from? Alright, it's probably from the tiny... Ooh! Alright, so... Oh yeah, I forgot, this thing does have little APS on it somewhere. Where? There. No? Where? Oh. Oh, on top there. I forgot about that on the Sitatunga, honestly. Alright, so what we're learning here... Not helpless against aircraft, but not good either. Against a pair of Firehawks, this thing's going to get its ass kicked. Alright, I am a happy chappy because the Seahawk is going to take approximately 1 billion years to actually die. And let's go here, let's go here, let's go here, yeah. Alright, so we're going to delete, again, 2 of these guys. Wait, no, we're going to delete 1 of them. Because each one individually is around thingy thing. Right. Perfect. And just... Amphitaza. Amphitage, we... Amphitaza. Amphitaza. Amphitazi wazi was. Amphitaza. Amphitaza. Amphitazi wazi was. Waterboard wise. I do like the Sitatunga generator. It's like a mobile command post with built-in artillery. It's hard to most... Yeah, I agree. So far, we're really leaning towards this thing being hard at most, and even then, it's only really hard against, like, It's only really hard against, like, stuff that is even slightly vulnerable to cram, which is basically nothing, so... This looks pretty interesting in stone-like colors, though. Look at that. Oh, no! Right, so also... Alright, I'm gonna make a note on the Sitatunga. Needs further missile reduction. Needs to not run over its little friends. So yeah, Sitatunga needs some work. And let's see here, it's just got that one little tiny APS to try and take on all this stuff. And is that cram gonna hit? No, no it is not. Why would it? Also, this thing I think has a lot of alloy on it, which burns kind of well. I do like this thing. Stop motion turrets, look at it go. Gotta give those little guys a shove at the start to throw them clear. Yep. Yeah, Stonelight is like, honestly, kind of Necron-ish in their backstory, in their vibe. Okay then, let's see here. Sitatunga's at 96% health. Also, I keep forgetting the Firehawks have plasma on them. Honestly, I'd take the medium missiles off the Firehawks. If these are godly planes, then like, yeah. Also, John McFist, thank you for the feedback on the missiles on that one video. I've forgotten which one it was, because I followed the advice and just kind of whipped up some test missiles, and ye gods. It is really satisfying to just punch the pyre in the face with, like, large missiles with a lot of reinforced bodies on them. It's great. And Necron coded. Yeah, the plasmas reading they actually do attack runs instead of just circling at range. Yee. Okay, then. Glad I could help. It was very helpful. I think I might actually have some missiles when I play through Neither again. Laser-guided, chunky missiles. Because they're kind of good, honestly. The tip about, like, things, basically, like, whatchamacallit, things like ballast tanks and stuff, basically being a free fuel tank is like, hell yeah, me like that. Me like that a lot. Yeah, the Sitatunga is getting its face rearranged right now, so I'm just gonna go and say, like, no. Got clobbered. No surprise. Bad against aircraft. Right, moving on to the mangrove. Moving on to the mangrove. The rest of the day on the walk to work, I built more aircraft to go my aircraft carrier than some of my presents actually had. Yeah. Yeah, it goes like that. It goes like that. Where's my favorite lagoon? There it is. Alright, Sitatunga goes here. How does it do against the mangrove? Air detection filter makes faraway craft look way darker than they are. Yeah. Also, genetic huge torpedo is funny. Don't you mean generic huge torpedo? Poor Sitatunga. The kinetic thumb missiles are scary to deal with for me. They take so much damage to still punch you in the face. Yeah. Oh boy. Got there eventually. Alright, mangrove, go here. Where'd you put your man? Did you put him in the grove? If you did, that's a mangrove. That's a stupid joke. Please everyone ignore that joke. Okay then. I don't frickin' care. I don't frickin' care. Alright. Interesting colors. So Old Republic wooden submarine. Those crams said, hey-oh. Also, I believe the Sitatunga does not have any torp defense at all. It would be amazing if it did. Huh. Again, Glacave is kind of our bargain bin faction in a lot of ways. So, yeah. And what am I looking at? Did it shoot down torpedoes? I don't think it did. And just to be absolutely sure... Those crabs were not off target, but, they're freaking crab cannons. They're not really good at submarines unless you're shooting down. I like kinetic penetrators, so ones that just like the penetration. Azusa, why you like this? Why you like this? Why aren't the tracks as wide as the wheels? Wait, what? Probably because... reasons. Oh dear. Aha! What the hell? Are those frags? That is a lot of wheels, actually. That's excessive wheels, probably. That probably also doesn't help the lagginess of this thing. I'm just gonna add a little notey. Okay, so the... Hold on. I think it lucked out and hit the mangrove. Yep, it did. Or... Hold on. What the hell hit it? That thing appears to be fumbling around in a circle now. Alright, so it can hit the occasional submarine somehow. Ah, that's how. I guess if you fling enough crams at something, you'll hit it eventually, probably. Interesting. Alright, not helpless against submarines. I was worried about this. Well, not worried, per se. I was assuming that this thing wouldn't be able to do anything against the mangrove. This against... subs. Hard qualifying. Alright, now let's throw you against the Augur. And this... is everyone ready for the laggiest fight in the universe? Because I am. I'm ready for the laggiest fight in the universe. Alright, let's go here. Type in Gur. There we go. Gur. Alright. That's just very thin wheels, yeah. Why am I like this? Not sure. This is the first time I've seen a death-spiraling submarine. Now that you mention it, that's not something you see very often, no. It's actually working for it. It might be very RNG-based, yeah. It's just, that little test with the mangrove is just to make sure that you can't fart out a 5-minute submarine and, like, troll the design, because if you can, it's like automatically not like that really takes points off if we were doing points. This is basically like whose line is it anyway? Is like the points don't matter because they don't matter. Okay, then amphitars were updated. Sitatunga. It's gonna be 3 of these idiots. It is gonna be 3 of these idiots. Brace yourself for lag! I didn't do that much, but, bonk. And this is one of the reasons why making your submarines too big is perhaps not the smartest thing to do. Oop, but I do want to see this. That is a lot of kaboom. Brace yourself for lag, broadcast ends. Anyone else getting for... oh no, did we go unstable? Everyone refresh! Everyone refresh! Everyone refresh! It's excellent on my end. Suddenly end for... oh, don't tell me the VOD split. Everyone refresh, please, if you can hear me. Oh no, we got lagged right out of the stream. What the hell? Rude! Alright, let's see there. How... laggy is this? Oh dear. Them cram cannons ain't gonna... oh my word. Oh my... I guess if you throw enough cram at something, it can kind of work. Almost. Not very well, though. Twitch! Thank you, Twitch. I can hear you. Was really confused, yeah. Wow, what good timing. I really hope that doesn't split the VOD. I'm gonna be upsetty in my spaghetti for that. Because it means that I'm gonna have to render the bloody thing, like, offline. I'm gonna have to download the thing and do the thing. Alright, so how are we doing? That Sitatunga got clapped slightly. This is also the first time, like, we've spawned in something that material matched the Augur. Oh my god. This is the funny thing about big submarines. It doesn't matter they're underwater because, oh, let us follow these guys in. These torpedoes are fun to watch. I always forget that emotes pop up on the screen. They do. Thank you, Stream Elements. Okay. Oh, I see what you're doing there. Yep. There's a whole bunch of sooty with sunglasses. Beautiful, beautiful. Also, funny thing, the Stream Elements thing is faster than the chat. You crashed the Twitch app on my phone. I didn't do anything. I do not have to put up with your slander. Your slander and your misinformation, sir. I need to steal these torpedoes because they're great. Huge torps are very fun. Ah, wheels are very good torp defense, somehow. The Argo torps are interesting, yep. Are we back? I'm back. I hope you're back. Everyone refresh. I'm gonna type in that. Refresh stream if no worky. Please. Gotta remember to be polite. Whoa! Whatever that was, it disintegrated. Actually, I think the Citatogas might just outbulk this. Or not. Let's see here. 94%, 97%. Wait, did one of the Citatogas disintegrate? I think they might have. 1, 2, 3. No, we only spawned in 3 to begin with. We degraded mode my old friend. Degraded mode I love you. Imagine if we had Super Cav. Okay, well, no, we get the idea. Alright, it can kind of tickle a big submarine, but not very well. Manage to tickle big sub 3v1. Not sub hunter at all. We knew that. Alright, so given that, yeah, I think we got it. Alright, so Sitatunga, bump down to hard. Bump down to hard. I'm going to do that over right now. While we have the lag happening, let us censor this. Actually, let's not censor this. Let's delete everything. So that my computer can rest. Alright, Sitatunga. We're going to do this. We are going to insert one row above. Sitatunga, bumped down to hard. And like that. And cool. Oh, the bloody stream did. The stream did restart. I am gonna have to download this and stitch it together. Damn it. Borderwise is now live. I've been live the whole time, you lying sack of bananas. Damn it. It's been a long time since we've had a Twitch whoopsie. Alright, so there's all that, there's all that, there's all that, there's all that. Alright, now the Jaguar. Which is a hover tank. Ooh! I think we're gonna have time to test the Jaguar, and then we will carry on next time. We did manage to get halfway through the AFVs of Phantasma, which I'm pretty happy with. I mean, we will after... Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're almost halfway through them. Alright. Jaguar. 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 Alone in the world with a little Jaguar. Right, Jaguar. I love this thing. It really hard-countered my freaking cardboard fleet back in the day. Because this thing is mean as hell. Alright, everyone look at the Jaguar. So, this is one of Gravitas's works. Yep, game lagged so hard it lagged the viewers. Squinson, I told you so. Wait, Borderwise is now live? Thanks, Stream Elements. What do you mean? What do you mean you told me so? Supercav crams would actually be really good. Subs aren't the most evasive things. Yeah, possibly too good. You know what? I like my old idea. Jaguar ought to be a godly for its cost. Yeah. The Jaguar is really good against lightly armored stuff. It struggles against anything with like thick armor, from what I understand. So we'll have to see here. Alright, so right. Jaguar. Alright then, so we're gonna go here. And we're gonna go here. I'm gonna let you look at the pretty thing. Alright, so. Alright, so not against the Green Anaconda. Needs to be tested against another hover tank. Alright, and Seahawk. I think I already know that the Jaguar is going to absolutely eat the aircraft alive. Will it be able to do anything against submarines, though, is the question. It's actually going to be kind of hard for the Augur to deal with, I think, because it'll immediately shoot down his little plane, and then it'll be a nice, wonderful stalemate. Alright, so the thing just above the Jaguar is the Tufted Goose, and I do not remember what the Tufted Goose is. Tufted Goose. Who wrote this spreadsheet? I think they might have been crazy. Alright, and the thing just below it is the Ocelot, which I think is basically the Jaguar, but smaller, so that is that. Alright, Tufted Goose. Tufted Goose, Tufted Goose. Geese are psychopaths. Also, I seem to recall I made a laser thing for Phantasma once. What the hell did I do? Laser hover tank. I think I made the... Ah, yes, it was the Salamandra. Which is definitely not to be confused with, like, the Witcher 1 villains. Maybe reusing the bomb barrel so they take a huge drop in velocity. I guess. It's a bully, then. I think it's a bit of a specialist in punching down, yeah. The AI craft and Stony Present probably should be less concerned about subs because they are harder to run in their areas. This is true. This is true. But I do want to just make sure that, like, if it's got to be godly, they shouldn't be helpless against subs, you know? They should at least be able to tickle them a little bit. Which is precisely why, whatchamacallit? It's precisely why back in the day, the devs decided, like, okay, yeah, no, we need to give the Onyx Watch missiles, because without torpedoes, they were so helpless against submarines that, like, it was frankly boring to fight them. You just get one little submarine and just troll all of them. Right, Tufted Goose. Tufted Goose by Sean... Well, hold on. First we spawn in the Jaguar. Row! Jaguar. I guess that this is technically a car. A flying car. Alright, Tufted Goose. Hold on. The Jaguar is around 430k. Tufted Goose is a little bit more expensive, so doesn't need to be flawless fight. Let's just see how well we do. I think the Tufted... Wait, I seem to remember this. Alright, no, the Jaguar's gonna get its clock cleaned. Although the Tufted Goose is currently... Never mind, it's not losing. Look at this sand-blasting menace. Look at that. I forgot about the Tufted Goose, and that means it would kill me. Alright, so 98%, 98%. It's not that uneven, honestly. The Jaguar is copying it, but it's at a huge material disadvantage, so... Yeah, no, oh wow. What am I hearing? Something is on fire, there it is. Oh, somebody put the explodey things. Oh lordy, oh lordy. This is an even fight. This is an even fight. In fact, the Tufted Goose might need to be upgraded to keep up with the Jaguar. Ooh boy. Oh no, it's very even. This is very even Stevens. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. The Jaguar has a nice kinetic resistance, and I think, unless I'm completely mistaken... Yep, that's pure Sabo. Alright, they may potentially fight outside their own territory, yeah. Does have some torps, probably not enough to punch through any half-decent anti-torp system. Right, well, that's fine then, because so long as it can prevent submarine cheese, it should be all good. Yeah, this is looking godly. This is very even. This is a very even fight. Alright. Alright. Very even fight. Jaguar looks to be godly material. If the Tufted Goose is godly, then the Jaguar definitely is as well. By looks of it. Yeah, this is a very even fight. I like this. I like this a lot. I love the Jaguar. I think, like, yeah. This is like... I don't know. If only because, like, I remember this thing bullying the hell out of, out of, like, my, craft, when I was playtesting, Platono that one time. Ooh. Ooh, let's see who wins. I'm gonna let this play out. I want to see who wins. Heavy head, actually. Doesn't do well against angles. Yeah! Jaguar loses because of broadsides, so it gets eaten into faster. I mean, yeah. Kind of. Yep. To be honest, it was already in trouble when I tried to do the BMW Merc thing. The new direction smells of desperation. Wait, what? So sad that the IRL Jaguar brand has fallen to nothing, but... Okay, then. AI dead. Alright, wow, okay. So yeah, definitely, bearing in mind that the Jaguar is like 100,000 materials cheaper than the Tufted Goose, and as a broadsider facing off against our frontsider, that's a pretty good showing, I'd say. Damn. Yeah, I think, yeah, the Jaguar is like... I like a lot of Amphitasma craft, but like the Jaguar is definitely up there. It's very good. I love it. It's got style. Yeah. Yeah, what car brands are doing well? I think a lot of the older car brands are gonna struggle in the decades to come because, I don't know, how fast can they switch to a... Here's the thing, I kinda hope good public transport, like, kind of murders most car companies because I'm sick and tired of, like, fat SUVs taking up the motorway, which you can't see past. I have a tiny little hybrid. That's what I drive. What am I doing? What am I doing? We can spawn this anywhere. It's hover tanks. Alright, so... Ocelot. Alright, so the Jaguar is almost certainly going to win this one. Let's spawn in... Jaguar... in our Confederation colors, because... Whoops. I did not mean to take a screenshot. That was very silly. Why did I do that? What the hell? Oh, this confused me. I thought, like, hang on, you can get an actual screenshot by doing that? Okay, no you can't. No you can't, that's silly. Alright, so the Jaguar is around 430 material, 430k materials, and the Ocelot is smaller. My money is on the Jaguar, because I think the Ocelot is literally... Yep, the Ocelot's the same thing, basically. I think. I don't know. I don't quite remember. So it's about 3 of these. Let's spawn in 3 of these little guys. Wait, no, the Ocelot might be... Who the hell made the Ocelot? Aha! That's the Ocelot. This is back when there was miscommunication about what the bloody hell a hover tank is. Did I spawn these guys? No, I didn't. Oh, wait, no, this is exactly the kind of fight that the Jaguar likes. Oh, a lot of craft which are smaller than me! Perfect! I love this tandem turret, it's awesome. Yeah, wow. What the hell shells does the Jaguar fire? Wow, that is... What is that? That's AP Incendiary... AP Incendiary... Flak? That's weird. What a strange shell, but it works. And frag, by the looks of it. Yep, frag is what... Wait a minute. Was that shell the same as the other one? It was. That shell is wacky as hell, but it seems to do the trick. My goodness. Yeah, the Jaguar is not even scratched. Wait, wasn't there a third Ocelot? What happened to it? Oh. That one's buggered off into the middle distance. What the hell happened? Oh, there's the third Ocelot. What is this thing firing? I'm trying to remember. Let's see here. It is firing... Ooh! What is that? That is a Hesh frag. And Jaguar says, like, yeah, no, you don't flank me. Excuse you. No flanky. No flanky, thank you. You can tell it's the same designer who did this. That whole premise of, like, single main gun doing everything. Alright, the Jaguar has managed to lose 2% health. Me like it. Oh wow, there's a lot of block confetti happening around here, jeez. I need to re-examine AP munition defense. AP flag. Current option seems to be go green or go fat. Whoa, for car manufacturers. Oh. Jag is picking green. Fair point. SUV crossover slop is so boring and annoying and wasteful. Oh, whoa. Brake dust and tire particularly isn't going to go away. It's pretty nasty. Public transport, what's that? I'm American. New direction, Jag was already dead. Most car brands are having trouble right now. Toyota always got good holding in the Middle East. Yep. Hilux. Alright, the shadows are turned off on that, right? Alright, well I do think fuel efficiency is incredibly important going forward. Yep. Also, it really does need to be moved down a few levels. Do you think so? I think it's a respectable craft. Current options seem to be go green or go fast. Oh, right. Jag is just a very well built design for its cost. Main intent is to use the incendiary and laser to burn away the AC for the sandblaster to do its work. That is a good move. It seems to be working. Because the Jaguar is like absolute rocking the socks of everything it fights so far. Alright then. Yeah, no, it's won. It's won. It has won quite handily. Alright, let's go here. Ocelot. 1E. Easily 1A, 1v3. Jag looks. Jag promotion seems likely. Ocelot might need to be dropped to medium. So that, yeah, so far what it's looking like is the Jaguar goes up and the Ocelot goes backwards. Alright, the Seahawk, we kind of already know how this is going to go because the Jaguar does terrible things to aircraft. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know that. Alright, Jaguar, Civil Republic. I could spawn in like 100 Seahawks and the Jaguar would annihilate all of them. Alright, let's go here, and Seahawk goes here. Hawk. There we go. And 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was about 10 seconds the Seahawk lasted, and has been erased from existence. So, gonna go out on a limb and say that the Jaguar has damn good AA. Hawk lasted 10 seconds. Jag has very good AA. Alright, Firehawk time. I do like it when the combat tests are really fast. It's like, alright, nope, it's like really obvious. It's really obvious. Alrighty tighty, ready for fighty. Let's do this. And I think I'll just delete one of the Firehawks. The Jaguar's gonna eat these guys alive, actually, because their main armament is missiles, and the Jaguar laughs at missiles. So yeah. For the heck of it, why not put Jaguar into hard and watch people get PTSD when trying to think about what they'll face if they come across so godly? Let's not do that, because I'm one of the people who ran into it. It was like, oh no. Oh no. Oh my poor cardboard craft. Oh man. We have fun here. Alright, Jaguar, which will spawn in on our colors simply because I want to. Whoopsie daisy. And immediately what we're seeing... Oh, I just remembered that, like, both flak and incendiary is, like, really good against aircraft. Please don't collide with each other, that would be bad. Let's see here... Jack's not super good against anything that... Oh, never mind. It's great against anything stupid enough to fly directly on top of it. Alright, so 2% health. Okay, that Firehawk is getting it's getting its tushy roasted just a smidge. Also, yeah, I forgot it was timed flak on that. See what happens here, see what happens here. You need to shoot that thing that's very close. My money is on the Yep, that looks important. Those look like important bits that are burning. The Firehawks do actually have space armor, so it shouldn't get memed on by heat. The lasers are... yeah, laser different story. Glad to see the shuffling's going better. Yes, it is going much better today. We haven't been... we have... our spaghetti has not been upsetty by a rule-breaking ship. No disrespect to Inky Boy. They made an assumption, and the assumption was wrong. Yeah, wow, the Firehawks are getting clobbered. Also, there's just something about Amphitasma. I think they might just be my favorite faction. Like, they've got style, they've got grace, they will Jaguar on your face. Also, I forgot that the Jaguar has a missile on it. It's got a little bit of everything, don't it? Man, I remember when I could make stuff like this. And I forgot. Okay, then what happened? It's basically managed to cripple everything. Does it prioritize fast targets? I think it does. Also, is this a belt feeder? I never remember. Right, so we've got 96% health, and Jaguar is probably patiently reloading. Almost have to have that for Suicide Craft defense, to be honest. We're not doing a long stream today, because goodness knows, yesterday already made my brain more smooth than it should be. So yeah, we're gonna finish testing the Jaguar, and then we will call it quits for today, because how long have we been streaming? We've already been streaming over 2 hours. Also, my head hurts. The Sitkas wouldn't like that, yeah. There's Glakave. Put the Jaguar into the Hawa Sitka or something, I forgot the name. Wow, Fluffy, that's helpful. Oh yeah, just face it off against that thing, I forgot the name of it. Sure thing! I'll just go one by one through the 400 craft in Plutono, and you just sing out when you recognize something. Yeah, Hawa in general just cannot deal with lasers. Rolling pin for brain is just like... That's what this campaign is doing to my brain. It is the figurative rolling pin to the bread that is my brain. The only bread in my brain is how doughy it is. Ow, I shouldn't have crossed my eyes. Ouch. That literally hurt me. Why did it hurt me? Probably because it hurt. Okay, well, we've seen enough. We get it. We get it. We get it. Okay, we're just gonna go here. Firehawk. 1v3. Jag has very good AA. Oh boy. Alright, so now let's see how well she do. Let's see how well she do against a little submarine. Not a yellow one. Actually, it will be a yellow one because I feel like it. Alright, so we're gonna go there. And it's gonna be Amphitasma Alliance. 2,000 meters away. Bloop. Uh-oh. Right, Mangrove, you are not allowed to swim to the thing. I have spawned this badly, but I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Har har har. Get in the water quickly, please. Right, let's see how... Alright, so I think Gravitas mentioned it does have torpedoes. There you go then. This thing, like any submarine that has no torpedo defense is going to get ruffle stomped by this thing. Where is the mangrove? Is the question. Hello? There it is. Good news, everyone. We found it. And... Wow, that was... Yep, yep. Yep. One very quickly can hunt subs as a side gig. That's literally what I've typed. Alright, so how does 3 of these little guys do against the Argyr, is the question. How good is the Argyr at dealing with torpedoes from all directions at once? Let's go here. Also, are people braced for lag? I hope so. Okay, one last testy test. Testy test. Type grr. And I'm going to spawn this in on Stonelight Presence Colors because I forgot to make a yellow submarine. And that is inexcusable. Mangrove going to die before it hits the water. Alright, wasn't quite that fast, but yeah. Jaguar Godly, we all know. Yeah, we knew it. We're doing these tests just to be sure, and so people can... If anyone has any argument, which I don't think people would, is like, yeah, Jag is God. Jag is godly. Where the... Oh, damn it. What did I do? Help! I didn't despawn the old Jag. This is why we can't do a long stream today. Because my brain can't handle it. Just can't handle it. Very fun. I made some fun little guys. You did! Damn! Can we just take a moment and appreciate all the people who built stuff for this campaign? And, like, especially the things that, like, they have some notoriety now. So things like, what's it like, the Jaguar. I remember that thing gave me such a headache in my combat testing. The Cephalanoides, I think it is? That helicopter, that godly helicopter. What was it? Tackle. Yeah, the Cephanodes. That thing almost caused me to lose that playtest. It was fantastic. Alright then, let's spawn in 3 Jags and see what happens. Jaguar, 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 Jaguar. Jaguar. And just for giggles, I'm going to spawn this in on Haugen Confederation for the irony. You know what element irony is? Mercury. Just kidding, it's iron. 500 meters is not that far in this game, it really isn't. Alright then, 3 Jags versus an Argyr. And immediately, lasers go tickle tickle. Holy crap, that's a lot of frag! Oh wow, that thing looks sweet in Stonelight colors. Look at that, just that... Okay, that's very garish, but like, okay. Alright, so those missiles are not going to do anything against cost-equivalent Jaguars. And because they're firing down at it, those shells might... Nope, those shells aren't going to do anything. Actually, they are. What the hell? Hold on, let's see here. Alright, I wanted to see how the torpedoes were doing, and I can't because there's too many things. Right, that Jaguar is okay, and that Jaguar is okay, and that Jaguar is okay. This thing is not okay. What the hell am I seeing? Am I seeing block confetti? Not really. This could be a big ass... I am seeing blocks fall off the Argyr. And in comparison, the Argyr is like, not doing anything to the Jaguars because, well, when your main armament is missiles, and you're up against the Jaguar, you're not gonna have a good time. And it has lambs. I forgot the bloody thing has lambs. Deacon's crossbow. Are we gonna get a collision? Oh no, Tokyo drifting! Oh, that could have been... no, never mind, that was terrible. Oh no! Alright! When you are fighting a godly submarine that's 1.2 million materials, and the most damage done to your craft is done by your craft, safe to say, godly. This thing, the Argyr's not gonna be able to scratch these guys. Stalemate. Jag. Godly confirmed. There it is. It's right there in the paperwork. And we don't need to test it against what it's actually designed to attack, because... Whoops, Ocelot. Because it's already done that. It won a 1v3 versus Firehawks, so, yep, nope, godly, godly, godly. Super godly. Super duper, super duper. Although, in this particular case, uh-oh, you shouldn't have collided with your friend there. Would have been bad. Hit so hard it almost knocked the stream out again. Just really not sure what to do with surrounding. Yep, everything degrades into irony given enough time. After 3v1, try a 1v1, see what happens. Nope. You geeked out when the Banshee showed up. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Banshee! And the Phantom. I forgot about the Banshee. Damn, I love that thing. It's like getting something on your Christmas wish list. I was like, I want an Acranoplan. Because I love Acranoplans. They are so weird and goofy. And then, by gum, someone made an Acranoplan. It was great. Yeah. The Augur is primarily an anti-surface craft with the torpedoes. That is true. Weakened one is getting picked on. Yep. It's still managing to... What the hell is happening to the Augur? Is this thing getting... Why is this thing... Oh, it got flanked. Uh-oh. Somebody is showing... Wow then. It's presenting itself. Hee-hee. Uh-oh. What? How did this happen? Uh-oh. Somebody just poked its propellers out of the water and it got shot at. Okay, I'm gonna do... I don't want to, like, cover this madness, but I do need to do the difficulty shuffle, so... Difficulty shuffle. Over here, Jaguar goes where you think it will go. Alright. Jaguar... Where'd you go? Alright, Jaguar goes up here. Alright, insert one row. Jaguar. Nice and snug next to the tufted goose. And I'm going to just do all this, just so I don't confuse myself later. And the Ocelot, somebody said, wants to be bumped down here. So we now have no hard horror tanks, and you know what? We don't need it. That's fine. Okay then, so there we go. Beautiful. Do we really not have any hard hover tanks? I guess we don't. Anyway, alright, so next time we've got... What do we got to go through? The Marsh Mongoose, the Archerfish, Crawdad, Kunrawa, Goliath, Sarcosuchus, Hippopotamus. That's one of my ones, actually. I can delete that, because I think I did do that. Oopsie daisy, I deleted too much. And the Garrus. And reserve for random top hat. Very good. Alright then, that's a stream. I like that. Wow! These guys managed to cripple a godly submarine, and that's really not what they're designed to do at all. Where's our little wounded friend? Where'd you go? Also, why is Commander spelt wrong? Oh, there it is. Wow, this thing got, like, collided with and is, like, still flying. Alright then. This was a good stream. We did stuff, apart from the stream pooping itself. Yep, the weakened one's getting put on. Terrain avoidance. Augur is having AI issues due to terrain and being surrounded. Fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. To be honest, given the Marsh Mongoose is just a bigger, meaner Jag, maybe the Jag needs to be dropped to hard. I don't know. We'll see. This definitely feels godly to me, because it's so good for its size. So yeah, that'll frickin' do. That will frickin' do for this stream. Thank you all so much for joining me for this stream. I'm going to share the VOD channel in the chat in the highly unlikely event that someone has not subscribed to that. I hope it's highly unlikely. Here it is. VOD channel. And if you're watching this later on YouTube, please do subscribe. Because I know it doesn't do that much for you, the viewer. The subscribe button doesn't really enhance the viewing experience. It's more like bookmarking, honestly. But it costs you nothing, and the sooner this VOD channel can get monetized, the happier I will be, because I can afford to indulge in my caffeine drug habit. Thank you very please. Have a good day, Borderwise. Thank you. You too, Fluffy. Same to you, everyone. Borderwise the goat. Thank you, Fat Man on Scooter. I'm glad you showed up and used your first time chat for that, because That is a fun username. Alright, everyone. If there was an expert category, the Jag would absolutely be there. Yeah, it does fit the expert category very well. Alright, people. You have a very good one. Borderwise, do you make your own coffee? Nope. I use instant coffee like the filthy peasant I am. Alright, then. Have a good one, everyone. I will see you next one. Tomorrow is a Planescape stream. Scream possibly also as well. Be sure to be there if you can. I would appreciate it because Planescape is oh so fun. We get to explore a ruined city next time. It'll be great. An angel probably destroyed it. Oh. Anyway, have a great day, people. Which brand? Greg's. Farewell.